was like, yeah, man, we got to come out. It's our people.
Do love eating food.
It's always good, man.
Man, I've been watching your the most recent music video that you put up.
That must have been a city.
Yes,
Okay.
that is legit.
Thank you.
You had a drone.
Yeah.
Did you,
drone was for clouds actually.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
must have
For
been-
clouds,
yeah.
that was at the Scarborough Bluffs? was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That was
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done.
I was like, who's directing your stuff?
Yeah.
So it's his brother we know. He actually reached out to us. Tausif Hussein.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Um.
I know Tausif.
Yeah.
Yeah. He makes like cool Instagram videos.
Yeah, I
like,
know,
I got
yeah.
a skateboard. Here's my video. Boom.
Yeah. He did. I think it's like a video with like a Lamborghini or something.
Okay.
That was pretty cool and stuff. What's interesting is that it wasn't actually like his full job at the time in his first music video he was doing.
Right.
So yeah, he reached out. He's like, yeah, want to like link up and stuff. And he's like, I have a drone.
Yeah.
So we're like,
That was enough.
okay, we have to do it.
Right.
And it was cool because like the original idea I had for the music video as I was like making the song was on a hilltop,
Yeah.
the sky,
Right.
drones. I was like, whoa, like a big thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like helped us bring that to life, which was cool. We had a lot of on the spot ideas of just okay, you go there, we're gonna just up a whole bunch of things or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy had to like actually act and stuff in it, which was
But
cool.
you guys are playing the part.
Yeah, he was. What were you supposed to be doing again? You're supposed to play like
Just
kinda
me,
like an
but like
angsty
Yeah.
youth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you were looking through your Facebook feed,
It's all negative.
and then you walked out.
The
Yeah.
news sucks. You're like, I gotta go outside and sing about this, damn it.
Yeah,
Get this off my chest.
yeah. It took probably about like I'd say a couple months to
wow.
actually like pull it together because it wasn't his like full job at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was I think around like tax season or something. So he was very busy.
He's an accountant.
But he managed to actually, when he actually got like on the time to do it, he actually managed to put it out very quickly.
Right.
And like just
And it
pull,
looks
like, all
professional.
things. Yeah, his shots
I
were
was
sick,
looking
yeah.
at it. I'm like, this looks good. I like this.
He's like, okay, you guys, we need to do this with slow mo.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take the marker, he's gonna toss it. It's like boom, slow motion, like that.
That's good. It sounds like you just kind of like winged it for at least the recording parts of it, and after he had like a bunch of like a lot of footage just for him to cut together. So
Yeah.
how long was actual recording? Like on physical recording?
We took about 3 days.
Oh, okay.
In total, I'd say we had one where it was the apartment scene at the beginning.
Yeah.
That was one day, and then all the ones on the street. That's actually the street in front of our studio where we record it.
Yeah.
And we just used that, and that was all one day as well. And then another day on the Scarborough Bluffs, and then we did that. Yeah.
So that's your first music video.
Yep.
How'd that feel?
It's crazy. It was weird, actually.
Is that what you were expecting? You're like when you were, you're like, you have your own music video in your head when
Yeah.
you're singing it.
Yeah.
Like, is that roughly what you were expecting, or
Yeah.
just more
Actually,
cars?
It was like
I wanted a Komodo in this.
I mean, really, like when you first start off with the idea, it's even like the same thing with a song, right? When you're first making a song, like it's like Grammy worthy in your head,
Yeah.
and then it starts coming out, and then like, hey, it's
Bring
still,
it back
it's
a
still
couple
pretty good.
notches,
It's
yeah.
come down a bit,
Yeah,
chill a
it's
bit,
not
right?
bad. It's not bad, but
So for the music video, I mean, of course, in my idea, I had like the video, like like Fast and Furious, like See You Again.
Yeah.
That video where
Oh,
they have
man,
like when
that's
they're
good.
going down the street, the
Right.
highway,
And
and,
they
then it
split.
goes up, and it's like a whole like whatever. And it's like so dramatic and stuff. So that's what I had.
Yeah.
But I mean, naturally, yeah, you kind of have to like lower your expectations. But I lowered it a lot, and then he went above it
All right,
again.
good.
So that was cool. So
that was cool. It
I was
showed,
pleasantly
man.
surprised. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
That
because
was sick.
when he was saying like he had a drone, I was thinking one of those like toy store drone things,
Right, one of
whatever.
those little ones.
But he had like what's it called, like the
Legit
Mavic Pro
DJI.
something numbers,
Yeah.
whatever.
The best
Okay.
one.
M series, whatever.
Right.
Okay, and like yeah, it was sick. 4K shots and all that.
Yeah, man.
So
it was a good day too. Like, it looked beautiful. Like,
yeah,
it all worked
yeah,
out.
Alhamdulillah, that was good. Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
So okay, so that's the video aspect. Sorry, I'm just gonna break right into the process because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
So that's the video aspect. With regards to audio, there's something else that's rather unique with your music in that there is no instruments.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So can you explain a little bit about how that works?
So when we started off, and it was like us and our older brother.
Yep.
because of course we didn't have like any access to instruments or whatever. I just started beatboxing. He'd sing, he'd rap, right?
Awesome.
And we just would do that on our couch
Right.
in our house, and we do it to like different songs from like some like Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror, to like some Native Dean stuff, some Zayn Vika stuff, you know, like that. And we just do it, you know. Then we decided to do the RAS talent show. Our mom like told us about it and stuff, and like drove us there and everything.
Did you want to?
Our mom convinced us,
Yeah,
but
she
it was our
convinced
friends
us,
who told us
actually.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, she
I
got
want
Our
to know
mom's
that
like,
process
do it,
a
do
little
it, do
bit.
it.
Like she was like, "Hey, RS talent show. What were you guys immediately? What was your first reaction?"
We were like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, because we just do it for fun on the couch. Like it's not like it wasn't like a
People
a
don't
big
need to
thing and
know.
stuff. Yeah,
My mom has always wanted him and our older brother to sing on stage. She's always like, you guys need to sing more and stuff like that. I'd always be the one going on stage, even though I can't sing for beans. But yeah, and then when this came around, she's like, just do it, just do it, just do it. So we're like, fine, let's just do it. And then we did it. And then
yeah.
Mom's always the best, like your
Yeah.
number one fan, right?
Yeah.
Just
Right.
pushing you forward.
And
So
it
what year was that? Sorry, just because.
2013
13, yeah.
or 2012.
Yeah, so that was the RAS December 2013. I
Okay.
think, around then, yeah.
2012, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Okay, around there that time. The
Yeah.
reason why I was pointing it out, or I was asking about this, sorry to break your flow there, is just that I want to point out you guys have been doing this for a very long time.
Yeah.
like it feels like you've been consistently showing up to various things.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's what's awesome about it. Is like this.
Yeah.
There's been like if people just look at that music video, they'll be like, all right, they just put that out. No, there's a lot that come
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me.
So yeah, back to the music thing.
Right.
So we started off just doing it for fun, and I'd be beatboxing. So when we performed live, that's what we'd be doing.
Yeah.
So then when we finally started to like record stuff, we decided, okay, let's just go with that, right? Because that's what we've been doing this whole time.
Right.
We started off with like a loop station. So you put your voice in, and it'd be like record that over. Then you add like whatever, all the different stuff, right? And then over time, as we practiced, it got more and more advanced.
Right.
Until now, what we do for our stuff is just like actual vocal editing. So you chop it up down like a lot and just play with the pitches,
Right.
add different melodies to it, different effects like your reverb, your bass, all this different stuff, and then just produce it from there. Because like a lot, especially in like music nowadays, there's actually a lot of vocal chops and stuff in it anyway.
Yeah.
So people don't actually realize how I don't want to say easy, but how simple the concept actually is.
Do
Right?
you ever listen to like a hit nowadays and just like break it down in your head how they did it technically, and you're like,
that's all I can do.
yeah,
I've actually kind of ruined music for myself
Yeah.
because I'm like hearing certain things and I can only think about the process of like thing. But I mean that's not true. I'm pretty sure if you guys hear podcast things and you think about the audio,
I thought he has this-
the
thing that
the audio or something.
It's true though. Where
I mean, for me, see, I'm the one who's editing it, right?
Yeah.
So without a doubt, if I listen to a podcast, I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I know
he'll
there's
call
like a-
me and be like, "Hey, did you listen to the quality of this podcast? It's shit." And I'm like, I just listened to the podcast and enjoyed it.
I call it, feel proud, brother, feel proud. Ours is slightly better than this.
Yeah.
but, then, no,
But that's what
definitely.
you have to do to get
Yeah,
obsessed
exactly.
with it, right?
Yeah.
See, okay, this is the reason. Like, I like that. Basically, the question would be that I thought it was a religious imperative behind.
Well,
behind it.
For us, like it's not. I wouldn't say so much the religious side of it. The reason why we didn't decide to just switch over to music, which we easily could have done early on, is because along the way we found a lot of fans who didn't listen to music, right? Which is like what I find perfectly acceptable and all stuff like that, and I completely understand why they would do something like that as well. So we wanted to have our music be accessible to everybody, right? So not only is it like unique in the sound, but like let's say there's a community in Hamilton. We have a quite a big fan base over there, and they invite us to their stuff because they don't listen to music, right? And we provide a good alternative for them and stuff.
see.
So that's why I don't have any intention to actually go to music like at all because
cool,
you know why, right?
Right.
You know?
Well, now it's your thing.
Yeah,
you
and it's the thing
I mean,
now,
the
right?
thing
Yeah.
is that, forgive me for saying, but like your earlier stuff compared to in the city, there's a quantum leap in quality.
Oh, for sure.
In
You can
putting
say
that together. It's just, it is like it is noticeable.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's amazing that you
Yeah.
progressed so fast over the course of like, you know, a couple of years. So now what I want to ask you is that you're obviously going to an actual studio, putting it all down, recording it, like at least your vocals and stuff like this, right? But where are you doing your, like, building your beat? Is that at home?
Okay, that's in our unfinished basement
Nice.
on a slightly wobbly
Yo,
desk.
Straight up,
Yo, that's the-
underground.
that's
That's
the way it's
underground,
supposed to be.
Like literally, I gotta go underground, make some
Yeah,
beats.
with a MacBook,
Yeah.
one speaker, even though it's supposed to have two for left and right.
Right.
And then a mouse, a keyboard, and then like a broke up mic that we don't really use that much.
And a
And-
hamster that runs on the wheel. Energy.
yeah, and then yeah,
That's cool,
pretty much
man.
it. So
Amazing. Right. Some people are going to ask, what program are you using to put this together?
Logic Pro 10, and then a vocal software called Exhale, and yeah, some other stuff.
And that's what's amazing is that you're putting it all together. You're literally building it from scratch as it goes on, and therefore you have your fingers in every pie.
Yeah,
as you
I
put
guess
it
you
all
could say,
together.
yeah.
So congratulations, you just released your album, yeah?
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, like he can tell you too. Like we had to bus downtown in the middle of winter for like 2.5 hours sometimes to get to the studio. Pay $50 an hour.
This guy got us lost so
And then
many
do
times.
Okay, so we'd be like downtown, okay, because we're suburb kids.
Yeah.
So we'd be downtown and just like lost. Like we're like, okay, we don't know what we're doing. Whatever. Like, where are we? It's the CN Tower's right there. Okay, let it guide us or something. You know.
Then let's start.
Start of Toronto.
Yeah, but I mean, he's kind of like cool under pressure in that sense. So he'd just be like, stop, calm down. We're gonna find our way to the studio, and then eventually you get used to it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're homeschooled, so we were kind of sheltered from the having to travel by yourself. Our mom would drive us everywhere and all that stuff like that. But this was kind of really the first time. It's just all us, you know. So we have to go down by ourselves. I'm like, Mom, it's cold. Can you take me? No, you're doing this yourself. What the heck?
You go rap. This is part of the process.
It's like you want to make it. You have to do it
Yeah.
yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's good though. That's cool.
I like how your hardship is like, yeah, mom didn't drop me off. Rap about it. Rap about it. Kendra got his thing. I got mine.
Yeah.
How does it feel to say like, yeah, we have some fans in Hamilton, like a fan base? I'm like, you have a fan base? Like,
It's cool.
Yeah?
Actually, we don't really get like in public places recognized too much. I think after the Muslim Fest that just happened, I think we're starting to see like the actual, I don't know, like we're starting to see like an actual like fan base appear, which is interesting, right? Like you're seeing the same people comment on your videos and the same people, whatever. So that's cool, right?
yeah, and they're waiting. As soon as you put something out, they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of times, actually, people have, like, they know our name, but they actually don't know what we look like because they'd have seen us, like, years ago with our other brother with the big afros and all that and looking, like, considerably younger. I mean, this guy was a lot shorter than me before, right? And they're like, wait, you're Mustaqueem?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys used to be like children, whatever, like that. You know, we're still kids, whatever.
No, back then you were children. I remember taking pictures at early Miss.
Yeah.
There's like, these are two kids from the homeschool team.
Yeah.
I wasn't even on the team then. I was too young
Yeah,
to
he
be
couldn't-
in this.
he wasn't in high school yet at that time,
in
yeah.
high school yet.
Yeah. So that was crazy. I got recognized in a Popeyes one time.
Of course,
of course, that's where
And
that's
I'm
where
like
people,
there.
the brown people are.
I'm like there, and it's like this couple, and the girl's like, "Come on, just ask him. Just ask him. Come on." Like, "Okay, fine." Excuse me, I'm from Mustaqueem. It's like, yeah. Oh wow, dude, you look so different. I thought I recognized you, whatever, but like, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That happens sometimes. Yeah.
Have you been doing autographs at any point?
We've done
Yeah,
some.
yeah.
Yeah.
That feels weird.
What did you sign?
Some kid's backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At Muslim Fest.
Like some other kid's backpack. That's just like a year younger than you.
Yeah.
You want me to ride on your backpack?
And then I think we did a wallet.
Yeah.
wow.
We did a wallet one time.
People
We're like,
are
"Are you
creative."
sure?" It's like, "Are you sure about this?" Kid was like around like 12 or something.
Right.
And he's like, "Yes, I'm sure." Really, you sure? He's like, "Yes, I'm sure." I'm like, okay, fine.
That's amazing.
Do it, yeah.
See, I saw you guys at Muslim Fest. You were also in the VIP sections.
Oh,
which
the
we weren't
backpack.
allowed. We were not
artists.
allowed.
We were in the
artist
first
section,
meet. Yeah.
We were level 1. You were level
Yeah.
2.
They told us not to go over there. They
Yeah.
said you can't. Don't do it.
But we missed it. We were there for comedy night.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
for comedy
Oh,
night.
Yeah,
we were just
we
hanging
missed
out.
that night. We had
Yeah,
to
it
go
was a
back.
fun night.
Yeah,
Muslim
we
Fest is popping now. Like, it's
Yo,
fun.
it's actually
A lot of people.
I think it's actually taken over RAS as like the premier thing for a nasheed artist
Yeah.
or
Right.
any artist to want to go to.
It's true.
Because before, like RAS now, they're kind of more focused on the
Knowledge.
lectures and the knowledge, which it should
Right.
be, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what you're there for, you know?
Yeah, they're reviving
And
their
the
marriage.
marriage.
That's all,
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. But yeah, Muslim Fest is, I think it's ever since like last year.
Yeah.
When like they got like Harris and Maher Zain and D
Yeah.
Squad and all those people. I was actually in the VIP section when that was going down.
Right.
And like Adam Saul and stuff. That was
Yeah.
crazy, yo.
Now it's
That was wild.
it's I'm waiting to see what they do next year. This year too, they had Maz Jobrani. I'm like, Maz Jobrani's coming? Yeah, the Netflix special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a legit celebrity.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was
That was
amazing.
crazy.
Hilarious. I hope that I want like there's a lot of cool things that we have. Like Riz is awesome, but like I wish there was like another Muslim Fest type of thing. Like you know how you have
Yeah.
Fan Expo and you have Comic Con.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a couple of other just focused on the arts. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More liberal with rulings.
Yeah,
like a little bit
something
more
like
hardcore,
that.
a little bit like you
Yeah.
put like a full band.
Like,
That'd
more
be
fun
kind of cool.
more fun for like younger people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because there's so many young people in Mississauga, like the greater GTA,
Yeah.
that are into this kind of stuff, and I feel like there's so many potential for artists and stuff like that.
Right.
So there's a supply, there's a demand. I just feel like there was maybe one or two more shows. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It needs to be said.
Yeah.
Most nasheed songs are a little lame.
Yeah.
I can't get into it. Like I can get into it during like Eid time. Maybe you put one on, you feel good. But like for one that actually kind of straddles both like an Islamic aspect of it and also sounds new. And not just like new-ish, but like new. It's got the Toronto sound is actually kind of in that thing. I don't want to draw parallels to Drake, but like there is a level of production value and quality that you can listen to, and you can say that this wasn't done with like I don't know a tabla.
That's
something like
true.
that.
Yeah.
So it's got a feel to it where like you'd have to listen to it a little bit for you to be able to get Muslims.
Yeah.
These are Muslims. These are people.
You know, like what my kind of like take on the whole like nasheed artist thing is that like I feel like it's like nasheed music used to start off as like you're singing in Arabic, right? And that was it, like about Islamic things and stuff. And then like Yusuf Islam and Dawood Warnsby, Zayn Biga, they made like English nasheeds now and they're coming in, right?
Yeah.
And now the Arabic nasheeds are called like an-nasheed and stuff. And like I think like really the whole term like nasheed artist, I don't think is really like necessary, right, for a lot of like artists because like for the way I see it is that like I'm a Muslim, right, and I'm expressing myself through music,
Right.
so naturally I'm gonna talk about Muslim things or something, right? Doesn't mean I'm necessarily a nasheed artist. I'm doing this. So let's say if I want to talk about in one of our songs called "Who It's For," more personal issues, right? Technically, that doesn't fall under the realm of nasheed artists, right? I'm talking about what I should do with fame, how I should whatever, right?
Yeah.
And you can hear like in some songs, like Michael Jackson or Justin Bieber or whatever has a song probably similar to that in lyrics, right? But you wouldn't call that a nasheed song, right? So whereas like, so like when people always like, oh yeah, you guys, your music is like very modern for like nasheed music and stuff like that. I'm like, but what is nasheed music anymore anyway, right?
Yeah.
Is it like Ramadan song, Eid song with the Prophet, whatever, like the typical stuff. But I think people are kind of bored of that a little bit, right? And young people, when like they're listening to the nasheeds and stuff, and like like a lot of times people would be like in their songs, I'm such a good Muslim, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, all that stuff like that. A lot of young people, they can't really relate, and like what I kind of want to do with my music is that like, yes, I'm struggling too. So like in Muslim in the City, we have some lyrics where it's like, yeah, we understand it's difficult, we understand it's whatever, keep going, more encouraging, right? More realistic in the approach so that they can, relate more. Right?
Yeah, it's true.
So
No, I just
That
need to
seems
let
like
that
thinking about it. It's like that's true.
I
That's
just need to
true.
let that settle for a little
'Cause
bit.
we're all
The thing is that I think it's just it's natural for Muslims to like look at you guys and be like, what slot do I put you in?
yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
I seen you at Muslim Fest and missed, therefore you got to fit in that thing. So like,
Yeah.
it might be very well. I don't know. I'm not really into the whole like local Muslim thing. The only other singer entertainer that we know is Nader Khan.
Oh yeah.
Which have you worked with him at all?
We performed with him at one of his events actually.
Yeah.
He invited us to an Islamic relief.
Oh, he did.
thing. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's wonderful.
That's
He's a
cool.
funny guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
he's
I
I
like
love him. Would there be? I'm not trying to like force anything, but would there ever be like a collaborative thing with him?
We haven't had anything yet.
Yeah.
Right now we're not really like doing collaborations because we're still kind of like evolving and finding our sound and stuff like that. But soon though, we want to start working with other people.
Right.
We have to get a song with Dawood Worsby.
And
Right.
sure.
He is the OG, right?
That needs to happen.
He
Like,
is.
You know, it's just-
Yeah. When you show him up, it's like, "Where's your guitar? This is
Yeah.
all we want you here for."
Who do you guys listen to the most? I mean, I'm sure he's one of them, but like, who are some of the people that Yasin walks off?
yeah.
Native Dean.
Yeah.
Native Dean?
We listen to a lot of Native Dean.
Yeah. Ever since like the jump when you guys were, I want to say little, but I'm like littler, I guess. But like, you know,
Yeah.
that's
And
pretty-
then Maher Zain a bit.
My name was good. Yeah.
A bit of Zain Bika. And then Khalil Ismail as well.
okay. No, like Cat Stevens and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely Cat Stevens.
I look, I see. It's a classic.
Yeah.
And if there ever is a Muslim Grammys
Yeah.
that needs to get a lifetime
What
achievement
would be
award,
called?
yeah.
The
Okay.
Grammys.
I don't know what it's gonna be called, but
All right. We'll name
that
it
is
later.
that's a classic, yo.
Yeah.
That was good.
Nice.
Well, he might be the very first.
Yeah. I
Or the
think
very
so.
first popular one.
Yeah, I
right.
think so,
You know,
yeah.
that was convert Cat Stevens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He seems to have to use of Islam. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's pretty
yeah.
strong. I like that. His name was Cat before, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You gotta
He
be
was a
pretty
cool cat.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty strong in your faith to let go of Cat. If somebody calls you Cat, I would feel good. What's up, Cat? What's up, Mom? Keep walking.
So what's next for you guys?
What's now for you guys?
Or yeah, what's now for you guys?
I don't even know.
There you go, well done.
I know before was a couch and there's in a basement is some recording equipment, but what are you guys up to nowadays?
Well, I mean, school just started,
Yeah.
so
See?
I'm in university right now.
Right.
Jeez, Spider-Man problems over here. Like, I'm
Yeah.
you know,
He's what grade are you in?
11.
He's in 11. Yeah. So,
where do you go?
Pure Elliott Trudeau.
Oh,
High
gotcha.
School.
Cool, cool,
up
cool.
in like Markham and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm like Oshawa.
With a high school named Pure Elliott Trudeau, it sounds like they speak French in this high school. I mean, school. No?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Not at all.
They have a good French class though.
It's a good class.
So, yeah, currently like because like the whole like school thing,
Yeah.
we're on the back burner a bit.
Right.
Just focusing on like pushing the content. Inshallah, we'll be working on our new music video soon. Right. We have like everything set up to film and stuff like that.
Right.
We'll give you guys an exclusive.
Uh-oh.
It's the music video for Paradise. So
How are you going to film that? We don't know what paradise looks like.
It's underwater. Mermaids.
this one stylistically will be a bit different.
Okay.
Because the other ones were like a lot of like location hopping and stuff. This one's gonna be like one spot.
Oh, okay. All right.
It'll be cool, inshallah.
All right.
Inshallah, I have
man.
no doubt.
When are you guys expecting that one to come out? I'm guessing it's going to be a bit of a process.
Yeah, we'll start filming around
These guys are
next-
starting
next
filming
week.
over here.
next week. But I mean, you know, I'm picky as hell, so
Yeah.
Okay, good.
we take sometimes, you know, this guy has to be like, just stop. It's fine. Put it out.
It's done. Let it go.
I
For
was
the
wondering
Muslim in the
that.
City video, after the whole thing was done, this guy was so close to thinking of just re-recording the whole thing. And we're like,
Man.
dude, we've been doing this video for like 5 months now. Just stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause we started filming during Ramadan.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a challenge
Yeah.
and stuff. That one actually was hard. We had to film some scenes in Dundas Square.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was all like packed and junk. And we had to just be like, yeah, Muslim in the city, rapping, whatever like that.
Yeah.
And we had like our speaker and stuff because we need to hear it when we're doing the music video,
Right,
right?
yeah.
Right.
So people are out here thinking we're like busking or something.
Yeah.
And
Dropping coins
I'm
for you.
just like,
It's
they were dropping coins. They're mainly just like looking. It's like, what are they doing? Like, stop. Like, what are you doing and stuff? I was so nervous.
Hey
you know?
man, listen, I live pretty close to there. There's weird things. That's the least
the
weird
time.
thing.
All the time.
Our videographer, Zayn Malik,
Mm-hmm.
he works with like Popcorn Studios and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like saying, dude, he's like, don't worry, man. There's some guy over there telling people the world's about to end.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
with a snake across the street.
It's straight
You're
up.
fine. No one cares. Okay? like just go and like.
This is that Jesus guy.
There's a guy who just
yeah,
Yeah,
we
we were
ran
there.
into him.
Yeah.
He just
we
goes,
ran into him.
Jesus. and then that's it. And he's quiet for 20 minutes after that.
That's the thing. So sometimes you're just standing over there, kind of like in your own zone. Because I went to Ryerson, so I was there a lot. He's just waiting, and all of a sudden there's a yell, Jesus! And everyone just kind of like looks because it kind of like blends in the background of
you got
Toronto.
nothing to worry about if you're just rapping. It's the least of anybody's worries.
Some guys came up to us while we're doing it, like, "Oh, he smelled like weed and stuff like that." It's typical Doug guy. He comes up, he's like, "Yo, man, y'all a hip hop artist, man? That's lit, yo. Want to link up? Let me hear some stuff, man. Yo, let me hear some stuff." Okay. He's walking with like two girls. They keep walking, and then he's there. He's like, "Yeah, man. If you guys ever want to like link up, yo," I'm like, "Here, yo, you guys sound sick, yo." And I'm like thinking, dude, we don't really make the same kind of music as you, man. But like, you know, I mean, and then
he's hold his gun.
Yeah,
Muslims in the city.
Yeah, he really wants to like hear our stuff. So I'm like, yo, I think your girl's like walking away. He's like, oh, snap you. Okay. I'll link up with you guys later, man. I'll check you guys out. Like, yeah, you do that, buddy.
Oh man,
Dawa opportunity.
Well, sometimes you.
I was thinking that, yo. I was considering it, but
that's cool though because your music works really well at like a place like Dundas Square or the Scarborough Bluffs. It was like the videos. I will say, I was like, wow, these are sick videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then you can really start paying attention to the music. Everything blends in together. It feels like you do the production. You have a say in the direction of the video. You guys, of course, are making the music. Like, do you feel like being fully hands-on is the only way to kind of do this?
It's good, like, for your creative, selfish side, right? Because you're doing everything, right? But then there are some times when, like, let's say when you're doing the music video, because essentially we were directing it, right? We never directed a music video before.
Right.
So sometimes you'd be kind of lost, right? And even like with the finished product, even though I would say I'm proud of the work, right? I know in like a year or two, I'm going to look back and be like, oh my God, it's embarrassing, right? Simply because it's a learning process, right?
Yeah.
But that's normal for everyone.
Yeah, it is, right?
We listened to our first podcast was just so like, wow, what were we doing? But that's what you got to get to 100.
Yeah.
Right? So.
I look at pictures that I took of you in the first mix, and I was like, no, these are no good. I know the feeling.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, it's with anything. Like, if you have control over like all of it, then I mean, like, you can't do everything by yourself, right? Like, our mom helps us a lot with like the management and like booking of things and whatever, right?
Oh, that's amazing.
And
Manage
like
mom.
we couldn't do that ourselves, right? And even like with me, I struggle on the performance side a little bit. He kills it at that, right? So he'd help me out a bit at that. I'm more of like the production, whatever. So I'll help him out with like the lyrics and stuff like that, right? So I mean, yeah, it's still a team effort, right? And I'm fully down for like collaborating with things, stuff like that. So if a professional would come in, like, I'm not gonna come here and be like, okay, guys, this is how the podcast is gonna go. Okay. No, you guys do the podcast, right? This is your thing, you know. So yeah, I mean, collaboration and stuff like that's always good.
It's funny. You said that you don't like being on stage. You're saying that he's a natural.
No. I was saying him and my older brother don't like being on stage.
Okay.
I've always loved being on stage. We used to have this Eid event, like a lot of like our community and stuff like that, right? Yeah. A while ago, and there'd be like a lot of people that came and stuff like that, right? And I'd just be on stage
all the time. You're just like,
just singing native Dean songs. Me and him on stage with our two cousins. Little Dean is what one of our aunts called us.
I love it, man.
Real fans know Little Dean instead of Mustaqeem, y'all bandwagoners. Okay.
I knew the back when, man. No, I'm back.
I was like 8 then, and we were singing like native Dean songs.
Natural.
Yeah, that was cool.
So let me ask you this. I mean, like, you know, you're in a unique position where a lot of people who are in high school don't have this type of exposure to a particular like thing. Like, you know, your career has already kind of like started. That musical career has already started. So where do you want to go for universities? Or do you have plans yet for like a program?
No. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Every now and then your mom was like, hey, what do you guys want to be? I'm like, I'm going to be rapping and singing, man. What are you talking about? I'll go to school if you want me to. But I got to like drop some CDs and stuff.
Yeah, that's always an interesting conversation you have with like family.
Yeah.
Like, you had a cookout. All right, Jibreel, so what's your plans for the future? I'm trying to go on a world tour and all stuff like that.
Trying to make my first million.
You need your education, all that stuff, you know. But what's cool is that our parents are they're supportive.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they're the ones driving us to a lot of the places. Her dad drove us here, right? But at the same time, they always say like, don't be stupid about it, right? So for me, I'm doing Bachelor of Commerce in university, right? And I decided to do something that relates to Mustaqeem, because essentially what we're doing right now is running your own business, right?
Right.
So if I'm gonna be pursuing an education, I want it to be something that I'm interested in, right?
Yeah.
So,
And that's something you can apply to like
Exactly,
what you're actually
right?
interested in.
because like in university, right, if you don't like what you're doing, you're gonna screw up and then flunk the exam and all that stuff.
You're
like
gonna
that,
be
right?
on that corner at Dundas going,
For sure.
Jesus! Every now and then, like that guy didn't study what he wanted to.
Yeah.
Got bored. That's sick, man. That must be. I know in the back of your head, you're just like, gotta get that world tour, and they're like, just keep going to class until that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around the corner. You know, a lot of the things is just seems like it's around the corner. You keep doing it, right? Because like I said, and I think I pointed this out earlier on in the podcast, is that I don't remember a time when I'd go through like a 6-month period without hearing your name somewhere, or the fact that you guys have gone somewhere or
Really?
done something. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's always, well, then again, I mean, like we're part of the community, obviously,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's nice to know that there's so many endeavors that a lot of people start, specifically in our own community, where, you know, they go hard for a little bit and then they kind of like fizzle out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because like, and it could easily be the case for you guys, right? You go to
Yeah.
university, you start like, all right, well, you know, I'm really busy, so that can, that
Or
can
you
lead
just
to
find something
or-
else that you're super passionate about.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but what I
Yeah.
am saying is that if this is what you like doing, the grind is always there, and it seems like you guys have been doing that for a while now.
Yeah.
So it's awesome to see like to see you on stage to reap those reap the reward of that hard work. So I love it.
What's interesting is like in our minds, we're kind of like on our second wind, like because like when it was like the three of us with our older brother, when we performed like the first Muslim Fest and stuff, Native Dean, they like asked us, oh, you guys want to come down to DC with us and like record and stuff like that, and that was our like. That's the shot.
Right.
That's like Usher coming and getting Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like bang, you know, that's like this bang, it's happening, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, we were like really young at then and stuff like that. He was like, what, like 12 or something? So yeah, we couldn't do it and stuff. And then after our brother left, you know what? We need to clear the air with this because a lot of people ask us, what happened to your older brother?
One person on our video for Blessings in Disguise thought he died.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God.
That was very dramatic.
I know.
I would have gone with like creative differences. We don't hang no more, that type of thing.
It's like, oh,
Straight up dead.
are the lyrics about him? Where is he? Is he dead? Like that.
All right, clear the air.
Yeah, like a lot of people, they like assume like, oh, we're fighting or whatever. We lived in the same house still. Like, what are we
Right.
fighting about, right? You see the guy when you're getting cereal, like, what the heck?
He has like a diss video.
No, but like,
We have diss tracks on each other.
Yeah.
Just waiting to be fired.
Their iman is not even that high. Screw Mr.
yeah. No, what actually ended up happening is because like he's 2 years older than me, so he's 20 right now. Yeah,
21.
I'm 21. I'm turning 19 November, and he's like, I don't know this guy's age. How old are you?
I'm 16.
He's 16.
He's
His birthday's
16.
My
my birthday.
birthday, my birthday is today. Today is my birthday, and he forgot my age.
I'm sorry.
Holy.
216, yo. Okay.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway,
Oh, you mean you remember his birthday? Let's not run past that. Jeez.
yeah, it's cold.
There's gonna be YouTube comments about this now. You didn't even remember his birthday. When you leave, they were like, I remember I saw him on a podcast. Didn't even remember his birthday.
They ain't even that close.
They ain't even that close.
That was bad. Yeah, but like, what ended up happening is like, and if you see like some pictures,
Yeah.
he would be like a lot taller than us and a lot older,
Right.
and all
And
that.
afro makes him look bigger.
Exactly, and the direction he kind of like was like taking it. We were still into like the kitty like whatever, doing it just for fun,
Yeah.
whatever. But he was like taking it more serious. The last album we did, he probably did like 85% of the work for all of that, right? And eventually it gets to the point where it kind of like fed up with doing all of it.
Yeah.
So he decided like, because he wanted to make a little bit more mature sounding music, like he wanted to do then, like 2-3 years ago, what we're doing now.
I see.
But we're still like, we want to do the old stuff
Right,
and
right.
whatever, you know, perform at like kiddie events and do things like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of like a conflict and stuff. And like when he eventually decided to leave, there was that, and then he didn't really like performing too much. Like he'd get like, and the thing is like, you can love music, you can love certain things, but
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't realize is that the performing aspect is completely different. That's a whole nother world, right? So he kind of got like some kind of like stage anxiety and stuff like that. He's actually still writing songs and actually wants to start like writing for nasheed artists and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm supposed to plug him. So watch out for Yasin Moore, aka Yace. He is a nasheed songwriter.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
What's the social media handle that he uses the most, and put that out there too?
Yace.
I don't know.
Just
Yeah, we'll put it up there later.
Yeah, we'll give it to you guys. Yeah, so he still makes the music and stuff like that, and it's cool. Like he would call me up sometimes when he's making music, and if he needs help,
Yeah.
I'd reluctantly call him when he does stuff like that. But yeah, so like a lot of people, they always think like, oh, we ditched him, we whatever stuff like that. No, it didn't really happen. It was like a whole like Zayn leaving One Direction situation, or whatever.
I like he made his brother Zayn. That's cool.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, so after he left, I mean, we actually stopped for like about half a year.
Wow.
Like completely. Like it was like done, right? And then eventually, you know, we kind of decided like we were just bored, man. Because once you come off the high of like performing on stage and stuff like that, and you go back and just like not doing anything ever, like even right now, we haven't performed since
Muslim Fest.
Muslim Fest.
Yeah.
And yo, man, it sucks. Okay,
Getting
it's
itchy.
like we're waiting for like the next one and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, we decided to start up again at Mist. I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right?
3, 2. No.
We have terrible memory. Okay.
Either 2 or 3. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I should know 2 because I shot all of them, but
Yeah. So yeah, that was the first time I actually sang live, because I was always a beatboxer before, right?
right. Yeah.
And yeah, so for me, we're like washed up in our second wind, coming back again with the comeback album and all that. But for a lot of people, they didn't even know who we were anyway. Right. So this is the new Mustaqeem now, right? Right. So yeah, I mean,
perfect. Well, I'm glad that we're catching you in your second wind. Yeah, right. Yeah. Ride your coattails as you get like higher and higher. Just be like, remember us podcast? Yeah, have you on again. Oh man. So is there anything else you want to plug, or right now we're good? Check out your YouTube channel. Yeah. Right. We'll post that up.
We definitely want to hear when the next video comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll blast them hard.
Right.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, wait, sorry.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
And it's just so awesome being on.
It's good having you. You've been smiling the whole time.
I'm just like, wait, I'm on a podcast right now.
Podcast gonna
I've seen so many.
We'll do it again, inshallah.
Happy to have you guys.
Maybe we'll have your brother on too. He's alive here. So yeah, see, proof.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to the podcast.
Thank you.
Take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a week.
Back in a week before we go to New York.
Like and
Wait,
subscribe.
are we gonna talk about that yet?
Oh, we haven't talked about it yet, but like, okay, spoilers. Say it. Yes.
So Yasin and I are actually doing a mobile podcast. We're actually getting our gear and going to New York. We're going to be hitting up comedy stores, but we're going to be just experiencing New York, vlogging, eating, and then doing a podcast. Is going to be dope.
That, yes.
Crash and flow on the road.
You're pretty hype about this.
Am I?
Yeah,
I am excited.
I'm a little surprised.
I'm going to put on 10 pounds.
Okay, there we go. All right, people, take care of yourselves.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, yeah. We just talked about this. We were supposed to say that.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to say thank you. Thank you.
So
Yeah, you're on our game.
whatever you're listening on, if it's YouTube, to support us, whether it's YouTube, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, go ahead in there, like and subscribe. Same thing goes for these guys. At the end of the day, we're all trying to put out content out there, and we want to get our word out, whatever we're trying to do. Support us.
Yeah, we'll
we're
help.
not asking for money,
Yet.
but if you're giving it, I ain't saying no.
Straight up.
But with that said, at the very least, like and subscribe.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, can I actually end it? It feels
Yeah,
like...
yeah, now I think we're
It feels
good.
like Lord of the Rings, where I try to end it like 3
Yeah,
times.
like this could have ended 3 times.
All right, people, take care of yourselves. Good night.